Hey guys, welcome to The Mention.
This is your weekly roundup of everything pop culture lovers are buzzing about this week.
And we have a lot of tea to spill, but we gotta get a little schwasty first. So Alicia, what are you making for us?
Hi guys, my name is Alicia Neverson from Leyenda, Brooklyn, and I'm going to be making for you guys a rum old fashioned using Santa Teresa 1796 aged rum. So to start, we will be using 4 dashes of aromatic bitters.
All right.
And our next ingredient would be 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup. And then followed up with 1.5 ounces of the aged rum from Santa Teresa.
Okay.
Pour it up.
All right. And then we add our ice, get it nice and cold. One thing I really enjoy about using an aged rum as a replacement for a whiskey, per se, in an old fashioned is that you're really still getting all of these wonderful spices and flavors like vanilla, cinnamon, things that are really reminding you of the fall, while still getting the same characteristics that you would from a whiskey, whereby the aged rum is aged in American oak barrels. So you're still getting all of the charcoal, chestnut, getting the rich color as well. And for me, it's just a really perfect variation to warm up next to during the fall.
Yum.
So now that's all stirred, cold. Get our ice in here. All right. Bottoms up. And yeah, you can see, look at that rich color.
So pretty.
Oof. The last step is just a little bit of zest from a fresh orange. Really open up all the flavors. Express it, stick it right in, and enjoy.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Cheers,
Alicia.
guys.
This looks
Friday, y'all.
amazing. Happy Friday.
Wow.
Okay.
Ooh,
That
got a little
aged
kick
rum.
to it. A little,
That
a little
vanilla,
spice. I
that
like it.
cinnamon. Oh yeah.
It's like a
nice.
fall drink.
It's a perfect fall drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try not to fall in love with me.
Wow.
Tagline
Alicia
that.
like that one.
Tagline that one.
Oh man, guys, I'm glad it's Friday.
Absolutely. All right, so while we all are sipping, let's get into some hot tea. We have a new couple alert, and I don't really know how I feel about it, okay? Drake, a.k.a. Champagne Papi, is officially, reportedly, off the market. He is now dating 18-year-old, and yes, I said it, 18-year-old Bella Harris. Now, Drake
Okay, is this confirmed?
I said reportedly, but see, this is why here we go. Now, fans have seen Bella at Drake's Scorpion tour currently, and even at his tour last year, Boy Meets World. She's been behind the scenes in multiple cities, and they've seen them together a lot. As you can see in this picture, they're a little cozy. Drake
Yeah,
got
they
the
look
big
real
old grin
cozy.
on his face.
She's beautiful.
By the way, the caption of the picture is "There's no place I'd rather be heart."
Heart.
Which, like, I would write on my caption too if I was with Drake. But like,
Obviously, but like if you were reportedly seen with him like multiple times, and that's not even the biggest thing. They've known each other for quite some time now. Back in 2016,
Well, when she was like 12.
basically like 2 years prior, she posted a selfie of them at the American Music Awards, congratulating him on his wins. So I'm guessing maybe he waited until she was legal to start dating, maybe. But
I also heard that they like were seen having dinner somewhere.
listen, they've been seen, they've been spotted out in the town.
Okay, but do we think this could be maybe just some sort of like family friend situation because
Why?
they've known each
No.
other so long?
And see,
They're
here's
just catching
but
up.
here's the thing, Bella.
She's at his
comes-
concert. I don't see anything unless I see some makeout pictures on a beach, like in a hot tub, how they always have. Then I don't believe it.
Now, it could be a little family music thing going on because Bella is the daughter of a super producer named Jim Jam. He's worked with fellow huge producer named Terry Lewis and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is her godmother.
Oh,
Okay, so like she's been in the music, she's been raised
She's
in the
been in
music
that
industry,
world, right.
In that world.
But
She's
that's
also-
good because then we know her intentions are probably like good if they are
Right.
dating. It's not just to become.
She's not using him for a come up. She's
And
also
maybe-
a huge model.
And maybe Drake can like really trust her then too. Maybe that's why he's like kind of going for it. He's like, I know you. You've known me before I was, Drake.
Maybe Drake and Jim Jam are working together on Drake's new album. Like maybe, he could be helping producing it. So I don't know. We're going to have to stay tuned and see. But I mean, she's 18. She just graduated high school this past June.
I'm jealous. So, of everything.
I will
about
say,
it.
I think people just grow up faster these days, so maybe she just has an old soul.
I was about to
you
say,
know?
because I did not look like that at 18.
No, you're not.
Oh my
I
God.
was busted when I was
Tore
18.
up at 18 years old. So like if I had a selfie with Drake, I would have been like cheesing and freaking out, and she just seems all cool, calm, and collected and poised. Like
I also just never would have thought Drake would settle down. Like, right? I don't know. It just seems like
Maybe.
he's always been rumored just like bopping around. Like,
Yeah.
nothing
I mean, he
serious.
did just have a kid.
he
so.
did just have it. But see, a lot of people are telling Bella if they are dating that she needs to stop because he's only just going to break her heart like he does
That's
everybody
probably
else.
true. That's probably true.
We'll have to stay
Hence
tuned.
why I don't really date celebrities, you know?
Yeah.
It's just too hard, you know?
It's a little too hard.
Okay, now we need to talk about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj.
Let's get into it.
Beef that has rocked us to our core. On Saturday night, the Harper's Bazaar Icons Party, which I haven't been invited to yet, but stick around because next year I'll be there, was during Fashion Week, and Cardi B, who I stan, threw her shoe, her red buddy shoe,
Yep.
right? Her
It's called the bloody
Louboutin
shoe for a reason.
buddy shoe for a reason, lunged it at Nicki Minaj, claiming that the rapper spoke ill of her child.
Now, before you get in, I don't want to say claim because I did see receipts.
Saw shoes.
I saw the shoe, but I saw receipts of Nicki Minaj liking a tweet talking about Cardi's child. So maybe she didn't directly say anything about culture, but she did like a tweet of somebody
What did
talking.
the tweet say, though, Soj?
The tweet was like, oh, Cardi's not even a good mother to culture. Like, how is
Oh,
she?
why would she do that?
But I did
Whoa.
see Nicki like that tweet. So did Nicki come out the mouth and say anything? No, but she kind of pushed the buttons by liking.
And these days, if you like something on Instagram, it's like basically a verbal confirmation.
100%.
It's like everyone's on Instagram; they're gonna see that.
Couldn't
or
agree
Twitter.
more. So Cardi B was seen leaving the event. I couldn't find a picture to show you guys, but just go search it. Literally with a big ass bump on her forehead, torn gown without a shoe. This girl looked like Cinderella, got busted all up, running from the. Well, I'm on one today.
Yeah,
It's a drink. Okay, so let's just give you guys a little bit of background.
Yeah,
I know
okay.
you're informed, but for our viewers back home. Cardi B and Nicki obviously, have been feuding, or there's speculation of that. Like, there wasn't really any real confirmation except when Motorsport came out with Migos.
Right.
Both of them were featured on the song. They, when they filmed the music video together, they didn't film together. It was, really sketch. And then basically, Nicki was kind of unhappy that Cardi wasn't I praise Nicki for being on the song and I look up to her because I'm a new artist, I'm a new rapper, I should be thankful, I should stand Nicki. And whatever, but I feel like Nicki's been on one with Queen.
Listen.
And we've talked about her at every show,
Yeah,
right?
we've talked about
I got
Nicki.
my thoughts on Nicki, okay?
I mean, we all do. So, but then it was the Met Gala, and there were photos of them speaking, and it kind of looked like they made up. Any commentary here, ladies?
Just wait. You're good.
Yeah,
You're
keep-
good.
yeah,
You're
okay,
good.
I don't know.
Keep
You
it
can
going.
do
Keep it
whatever you
going.
want.
Okay, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
this fight happens, and I remember I woke up and I was like, "Oh my goodness, what is this tea?" So
No, the best part, you didn't tell the first part. We were literally on a trip together in Canada, and we were doing a shoot that day. Instead of waking up being like, "Are you ready for this shoot?" It was just a link to the drama, and she was like, "No way."
this was insane. It literally rocked my core. So Cardi quickly posted on Instagram, and she had a lot to say. I'm not going to read it all, but basically she was saying how, she let a lot of stuff slide. She let, Nicki diss her, and apparently Nicki went to artists and said, "Don't work with Cardi or else I won't work, I won't work with you anymore."
And see, here's where I'm going to chime in. In Cardi's post, she talks about how she's let too many things slide with Nicki. Like you mentioned,
Yeah.
they spoke at the Met Gala. And Cardi said in her post, she's asked her multiple times, do you have a problem with me? Do you have a problem with me being a future mother? Because, she didn't have culture at the time. So she's confronted Nicki peacefully, and Nicki has copped the plea. No, we're good, we're cool, She's kept it very cordial. So if I keep asking you if you have a problem with me, and you keep saying no, but then behind the scenes I see you sneak
it's
dissing
fake
and telling all these producers don't work with me and trying to stop my bag, now we have a problem. And
for
remember
sure.
who Cardi is. We need to remember who Cardi is, where she's from, and what she's about. She's not one of these rappers who raps about one thing and acts totally different.
Right.
She
She's
is
very
what she
real.
raps
She's
about.
very honest. So I'm sure, yeah.
And I will say, too, it's I'm kind of tired of Nick, which, again, we've talked about this so much on the show, but I'm kind of tired of Nicki Minaj and the Mean Girls Club. It's again, I feel like everything that we've gone through this past year, there's we keep reiterating the point that there's room for many at the top. And when you shield other people and when you tell people not to work with someone else, it's like, that's when it's getting, you're not adding up, so you can't like take this like, I'm innocent thing. Which, keep going, Sarah. Yeah.
No, on that bad guy note, so Nicki addressed this whole situation on her Queen radio show. And whew,
Oh, God.
I almost couldn't
How can you,
listen to
say,
it.
how can you even listen
But
to
I
it?
had to. So she denied, obviously, everything. And she said that she was mortified by the incident. She said, I would never discuss anyone's child. For someone to pin that on me, that's because I'm the bad guy, right? She has this rap.
Real quick. Remember when Nicki and Remy were going back and forth?
Yeah,
Remy had her sheath their diss, and then Nicki replied back with another diss. And Nicki had a bar in there when she was like, how could you leave your child over a stack? So Nicki talking about, I would never bring a child into it.
Right, like
but
she
you
already
have
has.
like
She
Nicki
already
you
has.
have.
And
So-
I'm sorry, Nicki is not mortified. Nicki has got for anyone to be talking about her because no one's talking about her album because it wasn't that good. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, do we remember Miley What's Good?
Yeah,
Do you
right.
remember Miley What's Good?
She- that's-
So you want to talk about I'm mortified? Nicki, stop.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
so-
She loves it.
So she
loves it.
says, you know, I just want the world to know that Onika Tanya Mirage will never speak ill of anyone's child. I'm not a clown, but that's clown, S-H-I-T. She also stated that, then she dissed Cardi. She literally stated that she has built off her career off of sympathy and payola. So, yeah. Shall I continue?
Yeah, please.
So it's interesting though, this whole thing about being mortified and like think about it. There's this like really high level event. There's every celebrity ever was there, and that's why I was a little upset I didn't get invited. And I was just like, it was obviously like that became the controversy. Like you know, Christina Aguilera was playing that night, like,
And
it
she's
was
singing
much-
Fighter of
Right,
all songs
that's
at the time.
right.
Like,
very on
my
brand.
God.
So then Kelly Rowland, who was at the event, kind of spoke out. And this picture that you're about to see was actually apparently taken after the fight with Nicki. So Nicki looks fine.
right. I mean, she hid behind security.
We don't
so of
see
course
any
she's-
scratches on her face. I think in a time where Serena Williams is fighting for equality, I love Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, and I think that they're extremely talented. In a time when she's fighting for women equality, we just cannot be fighting. Kind of like what you said. It's just like women should be supporting other women, you know, in this era.
And you know, and I hate to take it there, but female rappers, one, but even two, black women already kind of have these connotations and negative
Right, the
stereotypes.
angry
We're
black
always
woman,
fighting.
yes,
We're
of
always,
course.
you know, bringing beef and drama to settings. So another part of the conversation was the Harper Bazaar party the right time to do this?
Definitely
now,
not.
on one hand, I think this is just me understanding Cardi's mentality. On site means on site. There is never, I mean, is there ever really a right time to fight? No. Like, if I say it's on site, it doesn't matter where we are or what I'm doing. If I see you, what's on site, I get that mentality. But at the same time, this is Fashion Week. This is Harper's Bazaar, the icon party. Like, yes, celebrities, but also there are fashion, there are people in fashion
also you're
behind
being
the
honored
scenes.
as an icon. It's
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So it's like,
Yes.
that's just, you could have pulled up to the studio. You could have pulled up to Queen Radio. I wouldn't have done it there.
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all on the count of three: Team Cardi or Team Nicki?
Team Cardi.
Wait, I said on the count of three.
You did. I was
One.
I was ready.
2, 3. Cardi.
I'm kidding. Cardi, obviously. I don't know anyone. Okay, and here's my thing about. Oh,
okay.
sorry. I just want to say one other thing about it too. Is I just feel like throughout this whole thing, Cardi's been like, yeah, I'm a fighter. Like, this is who I am, and I'm gonna be open in front. And she's so genuine. But Nicki, on the other hand, goes back and forth. And the fact on her Queen Radio thing, when she was talking about Cardi being like, I'm so embarrassed. I would never do this. I would never do that. At least Cardi's like, yeah, I did that. Like, I would do that. Like, and I just feel like that's just a whole other thing too. It's like, I don't know anyone who would choose Nicki's side in this situation.
All right.
I have one point to Nicki.
We can't.
1 point to Nicki. She said Cardi has to stop being so sensitive, and I 100% agree, because Cardi cannot go out there fighting every single person that's going to talk trash about her or her child, because she's
That's
going to have
fair.
to fight the entire world.
I think that this is obviously way more deep-rooted. though.
I think
This
it
is
is.
because they've had a lot of
But
beef,
even
and this
still,
is
remember,
before.
there were the rumors of her fighting strippers because they slept with
Right,
Offset. Like,
right.
Cardi
But I
can't
would be
go-
pissed if my
Yeah,
boyfriend was fucking
no,
sleeping with
fight
someone.
my husband, not the strippers.
But this goes into a whole thing about women blaming the other women and not the
And
man.
which
And
we
I
shouldn't
agree,
do, you know?
But that's like, I don't think that that's Cardi being too sensitive.
I just think,
period.
she has been
If someone
a
was
little
saying
sensitive to me.
the stripper was sleeping with my husband, I would obviously go after the stripper, and then I would beat my husband too. More Cardi
Beat them
news.
both.
More Cardi news before we wrap this up.
So much.
Cardi is fine because she also just released a lipstick with Tom Ford. It's called Cardi, and it's already sold out online, which shows you that this fight has done nothing but create more money for both of
Bag
them.
don't stop.
I'm done. Next.
home. Oh, that was a trip. Okay. So in more serious news and more drama to get into, CBS chairman and CEO Leslie Moonves is the latest media mogul to be taken down after allegations of sexual misconduct. So I'm sure you guys have seen this on the news.
Yes.
It's been everywhere. At least 6 women have come forward claiming sexual assault charges and that he purposely hurt his accusers' careers. He denied the allegations that he hindered anyone's career, but he did admit to making some women uncomfortable with his advances in the past and that he regrets them immensely. According to the original report from the New Yorker, the culture of the company was described as a frat house, and that the company was shielding lots of bad behavior.
Bye.
Yeah.
A lot, right?
Another
So-
day,
Happy
another-
that he's able to admit and regret it. But we've talked about this before. What are you about to do about it?
Well, but that's the thing. He's not admitting much of anything. He's just saying in the past he admitted to making women uncomfortable. And it's not at all what these. I mean, these women are giving detailed things that's way more than just being
No,
uncomfortable.
so you're trying to cop the plea. Got it.
So CBS is obviously trying to like make amends and make things better. So they appointed 6 new board members and promised to donate $20 million to organizations in support of Me Too. But many people feel like they're not doing enough. Stephen Colbert called out Moonves on Monday night in his opening monologue, saying, "That's it. Les, Moonves is gone for at least 9 months until he does a set at the Comedy Cellar."
Wow.
Obviously referring to Louis C.K.'s return to the stage, which sparks a whole other debate of when are these people and if can they ever come back. So Judd Apatow also spoke out on the situation, and he also tweeted saying Les Moonves should be in prison. And Gayle King even called out the network on Tuesday on CBS News, saying the part you mentioned about transparency is very disturbing to me because I would think, how can we have this investigation and not know how it comes out? In our house, we must have transparency, which kind of goes back to the whole thing of like, is CBS shielding a lot of other bad behavior too, right?
Right.
So Time's Up tweeted an open letter to the CBS Board of Directors asking them to step up to the occasion and telling them they have a choice to cling to a status quo as it crumbles around you, or to review and remake not only the structure, but the culture of CBS and take ongoing responsibilities for issues of safety and equality in your company. And what I love about this tweet too, it's also on timesup.com, which we'll put the link in the bio. It also goes on to give them step-by-step instructions of things they can do. It's really interesting.
Oh, great.
And they signed the letter by saying, "Now is your opportunity to rise. We stand ready to work with you and promote your progress as it occurs."
Good. Holding them accountable.
Yes.
Right? So a little bit more of the drama. So Les has been married to Julie Chen for almost 14 years, one of the hosts of The Talk. And the show returned for its 9th season on Monday, but Chen was not present before the show. She released a statement saying she was taking a few days off from The Talk with family and will be back soon, but she'll see you Thursday night for Big Brother. So last night was Big Brother season 20. And so
I'm a huge
she
fan.
didn't- Right?
Great show.
Yeah, so she didn't say anything about nothing about the scandal or what's happening, but what she did do that she's never done on any of his previous episodes is she signed off this show by saying, "I'm Julia Chen Moonves." And she essentially a subtle remark to basically be like, "I'm still standing with and support my husband."
Fine.
So what are y'all's thoughts on the whole situation? What are your thoughts on Julie standing beside him?
I mean, I
Because
think
of course
it's just-
Twitter had some thoughts.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just way more complicated. Like, I don't think I'm like informed enough to like give my opinion. Like, I don't know their relationship. Like, I know that the reason Julia Chen is the host of The Talk and the host of Big Brother is because of her husband.
Right,
Like,
100%.
her career is because he was the head of CBS. So, and I'm sorry. Like, that's like love you, Julia Chen, but like she got so many opportunities from him. So. That wouldn't
But I mean,
surprise
I will
me.
say she does have a lot of people standing up for her saying that she was, I mean, a journalist, a reporter, all of that beforehand too, and worked really hard for her place. So I don't
That's
think it's
true.
fair either to say that her husband gave her all those things because she
That's
has
true.
people who vouch for her career and who she is.
But
still.
if she's never signed off as Julie Chen Moonves before,
She
I
never
don't
has.
know
She's
if I
always
would
says,
have
"I'm Julie
used
Chen."
that opportunity to do it. Like, I don't think her signing off in her normal state would have prompted, oh, she's going to leave him. Like, no, that's what she regularly does. But putting Moonves at the end is based, and she hasn't made any other comments about the situation, is kind of like, okay, yeah, he did what he did, but I'm still sticking by my man. What about all the women your men hurt? What about all the women who
That's-
didn't get opportunities because of what your husband did? So I think she, as a wife, yes, stick by your man, but hold your man accountable. I wouldn't have used that as a time to go ahead and shout him out like, hey, baby, I still got you. No.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. And but what's even more interesting too is this isn't the first report, and I can't remember the exact timeline, but something has come out before, like in recent months, and she spoke about it on The Talk and just basically said, "I stand by my husband today, tomorrow, forever." So she's openly supported him before, but again, like I was saying, people, you got to go search this on Twitter. People are like heavily split, being like, support your man, go for it, but other people are being like, what about the women? Are you supporting them?
With something like this, if you're gonna support your man, support him behind the scenes. Like if he's about to walk to a court date, maybe you're walking there with him. Like, you know, maybe you don't divorce him. Maybe you're just like kind of there being a support system. You don't sit in people's faces basically like throwing out I'm still here.
But I respect it. It's like the Cardi thing. It's like she's on it. Like, it's like she's on it. She's like, if she's gonna stand by him, like fully stand by him. Or don't.
It's interesting because is this her last season Big Brother? Like, do we think her shows are gonna continue? Is she gonna be a part of it? I mean, it's all gonna get really messy.
Well, I think it'll be a whole nother controversy if the opportunities that she already has are taken away from her just because of this. I think
or if she quits, though, that's another whole thing.
That too.
Does she still want to work for CBS? I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
We'll see.
All right, so let's switch it up again with more lighter news. We're going to transition, okay? On Sunday's episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim revealed how she truly feels about her backside derriere, her little rump shaker, her moneymaker, basically. And she said that she's not into it anymore. Actually, that she cries about it every single day. Courtney made a comment saying when she sits down, her butt looks so huge. And Chris was like, oh, that's not very nice. And Courtney's like, what? I mean, like, she loves her butt.
Damn, Courtney is on one.
Yeah,
all this entire season, okay, been going on.
This sister versus sister
narrative that
they're going on this season. I don't love it. It's too much.
So, I mean, Courtney didn't think that she was being offensive because, I mean, any comment about Kim's butt, I mean, that's her moneymaker. That's kind of how she became this huge household name in a sense. But Kim revealed that she cries about it every single day. And honestly, I was like, Kim, you need to sit down. If you don't like it, go back to the doctor who put the injections in and take them out. Like, it's not that deep. You don't have to cry about it every single day.
And I only not come to play this
morning.
And I
only say that because think about the actual curvy women, the actual women who have these huge butts that they can't just go to the doctor to and fix if they want. They don't have the money or the resources. They actually have to deal with their large backsides on a day-to-day. And I'm sure there are plenty of women who actually cry about it. But you sitting here crying about the butt that you made, like, girl, stop. I can't.
All right, well,
yeah.
I mean, they live in an alternate reality. Like, with the things that it's first world problems.
I was about to say, that is first world problems. Like, I can't.
Like the 1% problems of their life. But that being said, she has lost a crazy amount of weight, and maybe it's just like all disproportionate.
So go to the doctor and get it fixed like you did the first time. Sis, don't cry about it.
I love that you brought this up, but like you're like, stop complaining. But because
I needed to get this off my chest. If you're sad about it, you can fix it. So go fix it. Stop crying.
I will say that is like that's just a little absurd for something to be crying about on the show. It's like
I agree, but maybe it's real.
But it ain't though. But it ain't. Like, come on.
You know what else isn't real? You know what else isn't real?
Tell us.
What went down on The Bachelor?
Oh, I cannot wait to get into this. I watched the finale last night.
Every time I'm like, I'm done with Bachelor Nation, they pull me back in. And I don't know why. But on Monday and Tuesday night, they revealed the season finale, Bachelor in Paradise. And this season was hella lit. And a lot of stuff went down, but the craziest was what went down off when the camera stopped rolling. So Jenna Cooper and Jordan Kimball, two names that you'll probably never hear of again after this, got engaged, at the end of Paradise. And they had a weird relationship. Like, I never actually thought that she was down for him, but he was like, he's stand her from the moment that she walked in. So that was cute, so we thought. Then it premiered, it ends, They go do press together. She's showing the ring. He's like, yeah, she wanted a pear-shaped ring, la 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 la. And then Reality Steve, who's a blogger who spills more tea, we should have him on the show.
Yeah, honestly.
Published a series of incriminating texts. Why do people do this? I don't know.
Oh, that's a paragraph.
Basically, it's saying it's Jenna Cooper texting some random man who, and that was the man who sent the text, basically saying that she doesn't even like or love Jordan, that she's better than him, and for once she's gonna break it off. And then she's gonna make him look bad. She's gonna find a way to break it off and make him look bad. She totally no, the texts are insane.
Me and Em are just reading.
No, I haven't read this full thing yet. That's nuts.
The whole thing is a damn sham. The whole thing, and poor Jordan. I mean, I actually hated him this season, but Jordan, I feel bad for you.
Said, wait, it's all for my business.
By the way, he posted an Instagram. This is the Instagram that he posted when he literally writes a paragraph about how sad he is because he's a male model. But that's a big deal.
I hate when people do that.
He's showing I'm moody and I'm
like,
hurt.
are you?
Wait, but then the best part is Jenna also posts a picture where she's annoyed and she's looking up and she's like, the texts aren't true. I'm getting my lawyers involved.
Right. So he said, he was just actually no, the texts are true because as everyone knows, the way we text is very it's very specific to the way we speak. Like I just write very short, fragments of sentences. Like
it's in our voice,
emojis.
right.
Like it's our voice. And he literally was just like, "I'm sorry, but like, it's her voice." Like that's how she texted me. Like I know the way she like speaks on text. They're not. Also, who would make that up? Like who?
Right.
Has
Who would just draft up that whole paragraph? That's
so
a novel.
basically,
And
like,
and to send it in to like make a fake, it's
it's too much. So the engagement is over.
That pear-shaped ring
And,
no more.
this kind of like throws into the thing. It's just like Bachelor in Paradise, like Bachelor Nation. All these people like just become super famous after the fact, relatively, obviously. But like they do. And it's just like, think about it. She got way more airtime because she was with Jordan.
Yeah.
They got engaged, they got more airtime. They went to like E! News and all these things to do press afterwards. And she was going to keep it going. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm waiting for the right time to break it off. So it's amazing how people are using this show not to find love,
but for
People
publicity.
People are not using.
Oh my
People
God!
believe
What
that.
a shocker!
People
What a
believe that
shocker!
show Not to find
No.
love. I'm shocked.
But I will say, I was talking to my roommates about this because we were loved Bachelor in Paradise this season. And remember, there was a time when The Bachelor was about you. They actually found the most eligible Bachelor, like someone smart who had a great job, who was like ready to actually find love. And it has evolved into this thing where you go on the show to get more followers, and you can become an Instagram model, right? I feel like that's sort of what it's
And
evolved
then they
into.
pick from the people that didn't get picked. So it really is this kind of revolving.
just like
Once you're
Yeah.
in, yeah. But that
I
is
don't know.
wild.
Maybe I should go. Should I go? Comment below. Okay, some more Bachelor news because the second they leave the show, they just become all over E! News. It's amazing. Like,
It's
literally,
amazing. It really is.
All of a sudden, now we care that Amanda Stanton got arrested for domestic battery. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. I was shocked though. This is
I must
why.
say because Amanda
Because
is
she is a mother of
small
two.
mother
And
of
she's
two.
like
She's got
5
like
feet
5
tall.
exactly.
And she's had so many, like she was publicly with Robbie, with Josh
she's
Murray.
been there. Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently, so I was like, wait, she got arrested for domestic battery. She really does seem like a little sweetheart. But apparently, it's not really as it seems. She like pushed her boyfriend drunk in a Vegas hotel. You know how there's security everywhere.
Right.
So they saw it and they're like, we have to arrest you for that.
Right. But I think they both came out and did say that,
Yeah, they were
it was
embarrassed.
as a small incident. They're totally embarrassed. She says she thinks maybe somebody drugged her because like her
Oh,
level of
okay.
intoxication. Like,
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say that every
Sis,
time
you
I get
pushed
drunk.
your man.
I was
He was getting on your nerves and you pushed him.
That's the thing.
I know, we've all been there.
And on that note, like, nah, I'm not even gonna say it. Also, another bit of Bachelor news: Becca Martinez, who's on Ari season, who's younger than all of us combined,
Actually.
is reportedly pregnant, which was just confusing. Congratulations, I'm done. Mic
Wait,
drop.
drop it.
No,
Hold on,
it's
I
done.
do want to say quickly about Bachelor in Paradise, though. I really do think the other couples that came out of it, Kevin and Astrid, and Chris and Crystal, and Joe and Kendall, I really think they're real.
No, I do too.
I really think those
Until
three
they're
are like
not.
three
Until they're
amazing.
not.
I think there are 3 amazing couples that are actually going to last, and I'm excited. I hope
see.
so.
You're going to have to stay tuned.
Oh my God. All right, guys, I think it's time to get lit.
Woo! Let's do it.
So we've been watching a ton of TV here, and I think it's time we award some of those shows that we love the most. So get ready. The 70th Annual Primetime Emmy Awards are airing this Monday live on NBC. SNL's Colin Jost and Michael Che are hosting this year's show, which I'm so excited about. And we can expect guest appearances from Tina Fey, Taraji P. Henson, Constance Wu, and Kit Harington, which are like the 4 favorite people in America. So the most nominated show actually is Game of Thrones, no surprise there, with 22 nominations. But interesting enough,
ever.
Netflix
My
wrote.
co-hosts don't watch it.
Oh, I love.
Okay.
I love.
I
My
watched.
co-host.
I watched like 1 episode. I
Mine
couldn't
as
do it. I
well.
couldn't do it, but
Okay,
I
everybody
do
should
love.
watch.
I do love the cast. But so interesting enough, Netflix broke HBO's 17-year streak as a network with the most nominations. So HBO had 108 and Netflix scored 112.
And this is a big deal because Netflix
Yes.
and HBO are really going, they're toe to toe right now.
Huge.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to rival Netflix because Netflix has the most content ever.
Yeah.
So this is really interesting.
I think so too.
Also streaming, right? Like,
Right.
So
Most nominated for Netflix is The Crown, followed by Godless and Stranger Things. Which Stranger
Okay.
what was
Things?
it before?
Godless.
Godlet. I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's actually really good. It's like it's like Western, very like violent. I mean, but it's
Oh,
good. It's really intense.
delicious.
Yeah, it's really good. But so a few other big hitters that are heavily favored to win are SNL, which I feel like they're always nominated, Westworld, The Handmaid's Tale, and The Assassination of Gianni Versace.
Got it.
Which is funny enough, on our trip this year, and I just went on, we actually saw Elizabeth Moss and Darren Criss in the
airport.
In the airport.
And Arnie Hammer. No
Yeah.
one flies private, apparently.
All right, so of all the shows, who do you guys think is going to win?
Game
Game
of
of
Thrones.
Thrones.
Yeah.
So is it time for you to start watching?
I think so.
I
You
think
have until
so.
next year till the new season comes, so you got plenty of time.
Oh,
I
thank you.
shade Emily so hard for that.
I know.
All right.
Drag
And
me,
music
drag me,
news,
baby.
On Wednesday, the American Music Awards will. No, I'm sorry. On Wednesday, the American Music Award nominees were revealed. The actual award show will not be on until October 9th at 8 p.m. But the nominees were revealed, and we have Cardi B, Taylor Swift, Drake, Ed Sheeran, Camila Cabello, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Post Malone, and so many others. Tracy Ellis Ross is coming back to host the show again.
Great.
She was
About to-
amazing last year.
Absolutely love her.
The best. She's
Absolutely
one of my
love
favorite
her.
hosts ever.
But yeah, I'm excited to see who you guys rooting for, who you guys want to see take home.
Who do you think?
Cardi B,
Beyonce.
Cardi, Beyonce, Drake.
I also love Post Malone.
Girl.
Okay.
All right.
It's time to get
what's
lit.
next?
The drop.
What's next?
More music.
More music news.
Throw
We're
us in
talking
there,
about
Soj.
the American Music Awards. Okay, so Mariah Carey dropped a new song yesterday entitled GTFO, and we all know what that acronym means. Get the out. Okay, the song will be
I
featured.
can't with Mariah. I'm sorry.
The song will be featured on Mariah's upcoming album, which is set to drop later this year and will be her 15th studio album. Now, a reporter from The Fader described the song as a slow jam groove with synths and a fire drum beat with
you like
Mariah's airy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You know, it's new.
Okay,
It's
that means
different.
no for
think,
Soj.
I don't care about that person. I care about what your opinion is.
The way the beat. I love the beat, but like her vocals on top of the beat, it doesn't really match. To me.
Yeah.
It doesn't really match to me. But you know, she also dropped
not feeling
she
it.
dropped a music video also in which she looks absolutely amazing. I'm sure maybe the song will grow on me. I'm excited to hear the album, which is going to drop later this year. So I'm sure she got some other bops and ballads. Give me another We Belong Together. I can do another one of those.
But you know who is back and ready to pounce? For lack of a better adjective or verb.
We're all pouncing this week.
Sierra, which thank goodness she's back. She dropped Dose, which is out today. We were listening to it. There's marching bands. in the
Listen, you
song.
know I love my HBCU.
It reminded me a little bit about like Coachella, Beyonce, you know.
Yes.
And I really love it. The Dark Child was the producer for it, and it was a catchy beat. And I feel like we need Sierra back. Like One Two Step was our anthem.
Come on,
come on. Does someone want to see me One Two Step right now? Hey.
Also, Sierra and the In My Feelings challenge is still my favorite one of her hopping in the car.
Yeah.
Yes,
Who
so
moves like
good.
that? I need
and
her
Russ
back.
filming it, like
Yeah.
totally cool.
We
Love
stand
them
all
both.
of it. So yeah.
Okay, now there's one more song that I have to discuss with you guys. Okay, Kanye West and rapper Lil Pump dropped a new song and video called "I Love It."
And I love it.
I absolutely
It's
love
number
it.
one on Spotify.
Okay, I want to
It's
hate it,
number
but
one
I love
everywhere.
it too.
Their Refinery 29 writer Rebecca Farley, she calls this song an anthem of sexual freedom. Okay, now let's discuss it for a bit. In the video, you see Lil Pump and Kanye wearing like obnoxiously square outfits with like oversized sandals, bopping along.
By the way,
the
I'm
hallway.
being this for Halloween.
Perfect. And there's a feature from a
The
comedian.
sandals are everything.
This woman right here is comedian Adele Givens, who is seemingly larger than the mini Pump and the mini Kanye, which is a nice metaphor because at the end of the song, she has an ode as women needing to declare more of what they want in the bedroom. We need to stop being so passive and so, you know, this is the man's thing. No, you need to please me as much as you please everybody
Look
else.
at Kanye being
Okay.
like feminist
over there.
But see, it's also mixed with some misogynistic lyrics. Also, like it's a huge balance between women liberation in the bedroom, but then also, I can't even say the lyrics that Kanye was.
Yeah, there's
saying in the
nothing that we
song.
can say.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a bop. I love
a
it.
bop.
I absolutely love it. That's the
I-
name of the song. I love it, and I'll be bopping to it.
Emily,
all
I
in the
love
clubs.
to hear.
Okay, did you know? You know, I was ready for this. So here's the thing. I lean more to the conservative side. I do love the song, and I think it's a good bop, and I appreciate the message of like sexual freedom and being able to like express yourself in the bedroom as well. But some of the lyrics, I'm kind of like, I think there's a fine line between like this is an anthem for women, and instead it's like shaming women a touch.
Just a little bit.
Right, just being like,
bit,
you're
yeah.
a hoe. Like, wait, it's fine. It's like, if
But
I call...
he loves it.
But it's the thing, if I call myself a hoe and I love it, amazing. But it's like for a man to call me one and expect me to love it, that's
I
kind of
have
like,
to agree
are
with you,
you
Emily.
putting that title
I
on me
agree.
because you love when I'm a hoe?
Yeah.
But if I'm a hoe, how many times can I say hoe? Then it's fine. But I just think it's kind of like Kanye doesn't get to decide if we love that we're hoes or not.
Stamp
Can
on
we
that.
quote her
Stamp
on
on that to
this?
say that is such a quotable. Stamp that.
I'm
M. Curl got it.
Thank you so much. But you know what? I think it's time for some Carpe Diem. What do you guys
I think so too.
Let's get it out.
So Rihanna obviously crushed New York Fashion Week. It happened this past week, and she is at it again. She had a show and a party for her Fenty lingerie line, and there she is looking so cute.
Wait,
So
before you go on, are you still talking about Rihanna? Because we have to mention Diamond Ball.
Absolutely.
It was last night,
Last
and
night.
she looked to a dime.
Fabulous.
That's all.
fab.
She just
I
never.
love the diamond
she
ball
does
so
no
much.
wrong.
She does no wrong. She got a lot of my coins actually from this Fenty drop. I bought some robes. I bought some little fishnet sets.
I heard it was all 25% off.
It sure was. I joined the membership.
Oh, there we go.
Got me, sis.
25%
Got me.
off. 25. Are we allowed to even like call that out?
Well, we did it.
This isn't an
We
ad.
are live. It's too late.
No, she got all of my money.
Hashtag sponsored by Rihanna. Rihanna's actually here. Bring her out. We're all in Fenty. Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, so anyways, the show was amazing. It was so inclusive, showing women of all shapes, sizes, and colors. The star-studded lineup included Bella and Gigi, as well as a very pregnant Slick Woods.
Yes.
Have you ever seen someone look that good pregnant? I mean,
Regal.
no.
I wish I could. But funny news, as soon as Slick Woods finished walking the runway, she hit backstage and like immediately went into labor. Like literally walked down the runway, came on back, sat down and was like, oh, water broke, time to
First
have a
off, that's
baby.
adrenaline.
so amazing.
Yes, I think so.
Adrenaline.
But
Oh my
she
God, shoot at her.
The baby's like, I'm here.
Do you think she was giving labor in that that piece that she
I
was
hope
wearing?
so.
in that
I
picture?
hope they like maybe put her in.
They probably had to
something
like cut her
different.
out of it.
Had to like literally cut her out of it as she was like, wow, that's crazy. But she and her model
Wow.
boyfriend Adonis Basso welcomed their beautiful baby boy into the world right after the show. So
Well, at
I'm
least
sure
she had
they're
full
happy.
glam for the photo.
Full glam. I'm about to say
amazing.
her pregnancy photos are
You
gonna
know,
look
I'll be
amazing.
getting some glam.
Oh, I will be
my
down.
labor.
As soon as my baby comes out, they're gonna see their beautiful mama, and I'm gonna be like,
The glam squad comes to the hospital for Serena.
maternity shoot afterwards.
not after.
For Savage.
Oh
I'm
my
a
God.
savage.
That's
Didn't I tell
amazing.
you?
Before and after maternity shoot. That
That's
is amazing.
I will say though, I'm so proud and happy of Rihanna, and hopefully other brands will take notice because I think that was a monumental moment for Fashion Week. to, like,
100%.
have
And on that
such a
note,
great
Refinery wrote an article about this that it seemed as though, you know, the fashion, the fashion, or like, what is it?
Fashion world, the
Fashion world.
industry.
Woo!
the fashion.
Everything was becoming more inclusive in their runways with the models that they were casting. This was like 2 years ago because someone said that it was like because it was in to do that, it was in vogue. And now this year apparently there wasn't a lot of body diversity on the runway,
Okay.
except for like Christian Siriano, who always makes a point to, and Rihanna. So it was really good to see so many different bodies. There were dancers. I wanted to be at that show. Woo!
And they genuinely meant it. They weren't just doing it for diversity
No,
purposes.
exactly.
They
They're
were
doing it
great.
because clothes should be seen on all
And I
types of
think,
women.
and I think it's a good point that those, like, I feel like Rihanna and Christian Siriano are two of the most recognizable names too, just in everyday world. If you're not like in the fashion world, and I think that speaks so heavily to them too. Of like, when you're inclusive, people love you and they want to join you.
Right,
so like, I don't know
exactly.
why brands are still like stuck
Step
in one
it
the status quo.
up.
It's kind of like we love them for that, right?
Step
so
it up.
I don't understand.
Yeah, we just want to see clothes on bodies that look like us. Like, is
Exactly.
it that much to ask?
No, it ain't. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our star of the week. Congratulations are in order to John Legend,
Yes!
the first African American man and one of the youngest to reach EGOT status. For
Should we
those not
cheers to
familiar,
John
can we
Legend?
please, yes. Cheers to
John.
I'm obsessed with him and his wife.
And his wife. Now, for those not familiar, EGOT stands for Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, meaning that John has won an award in all four realms regarding music, television, films, and plays. He's racked up 10 Grammys for his personal music endeavors, an Oscar for his song Glory in the film Selma, a Tony in 2017 for his role as co-producer for the Broadway film Jitney, and an Emmy for his production of the legendary Jesus Christ Superstar. So John is racking it up, and you think he's about to stop there. It was also announced yesterday that he will now be a judge on the upcoming season of the show The Voice. He's been a mentor before.
I can't wait
He's
for
a guest
that.
appeared on the show, but now he is solidifying his place as a judge, and I think that is absolutely amazing.
Cheers. And Chrissy Teigen is coming out with a Target line.
Oh, love Tarjay.
Love it.
Chrissy. I'm here for it.
I love them. I think they are so cute. That's
Absolutely.
amazing. But before we go, we do have one more star of the week, and this is a bit of a sadder note, but we absolutely wanted to pay tribute to it. Mac Miller passed away last Friday of a suspected drug overdose in his home. The cause of death is still waiting to be determined. But one thing's for sure that we just had to note is that he is so well loved, and so many people have reached out and posted on social about how amazing of a guy he was and how his spirit is going to live on with so many people. And you can just definitely tell that he was so loved and so adored. So definitely a sad time, but we're thinking of their friends and family, and the funeral will be held in his hometown in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely.
Love you, Mac.
Love you, Mac.
Absolutely.
All right, well.
But 29 rooms.
Oh, how could we forget?
Oh, bring it
Guys,
back up.
this weekend is the last weekend to go see 29 Rooms. Now, not all tickets are sold out yet. I know the Starlight sessions, which happen from 7 to 10 p.m., are still up online. So you guys should absolutely come. It is so wild. All of us have gone literally multiple times.
Much fun.
It's so fun.
So much
Check
fun.
out our Instagrams because it is crazy. But apparently one of the rooms that's absolutely amazing, which I haven't seen yet, is the 29 questions room where you sit across from a stranger and you guys ask each other questions. Like, that is so cool. So I dare you to go up to a stranger today and ask them how they're doing.
Do it. Ask them how they're
I
doing.
love it. That is your SFK challenge for the week.
For the day, exactly.
Report back here next Friday.
I want to know.
Let us in the comments what question you're going to ask and what responses you get.
No, but it's true. Like, when you're on the street and if you smile at someone or someone smiles at you, it really can change someone's day.
It can.
Like, a
It
smile
can.
from me, like, whoa. Whoa. Okay.
I love when you smile at me, Serena. And I can't wait to see you smiling at me next Friday when we come back on The Mention at Noon. And we'll see you guys there.
Bye, guys.
Have a good
Bye.
weekend.